Third.
What's happening? Not that I know. Why,
We decided
check cleared on the Sitkins property. I gave it to the treasurer yesterday, so we're $99,000 richer.
Wow, that's awesome.
That was amazing. I would bet my car.
stay upset.
Through.
There's Lisa.
Josh, are you going to come up here and say something? Nice talk. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Please rise and I'll ask Commissioner Fotis to start us with invocation and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for this day and thank you for our beautiful county. Please guide our hearts and minds as we make our decisions today. Help us to work together and encourage each other to excellence. We ask this in the name of the Lord. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner. Our first order of business is the approval of the April 2nd minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, those minutes are approved. Treasurer's report, Treasurer Griffith.
Morning. I'll start out with the bills. The following bills are to be paid this period, pending approval, of course. Accounts payable had a total of $1,223,011.61. Payroll for the period was $398,821.10. 911 had 3 checks and 4 EFTs for $2,364.14. Children and Youth had 11 checks and 90 EFTs totaling $332,549.10. Finally, Act 137 had 3 checks totaling $4,971 even.
Okay, should we pay our bills today? Okay, thank you. All
Second.
those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Bills are paid. Thank you. Continue.
Treasurer's report for the period beginning 4/1 and ending 4/14/2026. General account had a starting balance of $1,505,265.10. Total debits for the period were $1,156,164.87, giving us an ending balance of $990,813.28. Finally, the reserve account ended the period with a total of, or a balance of $6,048,445.04.
Any questions for Diane?
Motion approved.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Diane, you're done. Thank you. Okay, meetings and events. My list of meetings and events has been given to the chief clerk. As pointed out, I did attend the Mifflin Virginia Borough Association annual meeting yesterday, and as we know, we do participate with the municipalities on various projects. Some through our planning department, some through the community development department. We have a bridge program, we have a blight reduction program, we have an Act 13 program, and we'll be addressing partnership a little bit more down on the agenda. Okay, Commissioner Lott
My list also is with Catholic the Church Chief Clerk.
and Commissioner Coach.
I provided my list to Chief Clerk as well. I'd like to welcome from MCTV basketball stars, Luke Bender and Mackenzie Beachy. Thank you, Phil.
Okay, thank you. We'll proceed on to public comment. Is there any public comment this morning? See any, so we'll just proceed down to a next order of business, which is contributions to the rec park and Burnham Pools, and we do have representatives here from both. Would anybody like to say anything before we go take pictures. Okay.
Yeah, yes, followed by Burnham.
Thank you again for your contributions. I just like you guys to know that last year the pool ran the most efficiently it had run in years. And we have the swim pool coming back again this year, which has helped visibility. And I still feel the most important thing serving the children in the subsidized housing, picking them out of the creeks and the rivers and keeping the pool open. I think the money this year will be used for diving boards. We had one break last year, so I think that's where it's gonna go, but we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Sorry, Mom.
Just for the record, these are $5,000 contributions for each pool.
On behalf of the Burnham Pool, I would just like to sincerely thank you for your contribution. Our mission is to provide a safe, welcoming, and affordable place for members of the community to enjoy. And this year, we plan to use the contribution to paint the pool. So we can purchase pool paint.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to proceed to a next action item proclamation, and then we'll briefly recess to the lobby for a photo. Okay, so let me proceed down to the proclamation for National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week of April 12th to the 18th, and I will read the proclamation. Whereas emergencies can occur at any time that require police, fire, or emergency medical service. And whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of police officers, firefighters, and paramedics is critical to the protection of life and preservation of property. And whereas the safety of our police officers and firefighters dependent upon the quality and accuracy of information obtained from citizens who telephone the Mifflin County Emergency Communications Center. And whereas public safety telecommunicators are the first and most critical contact our citizens have with emergency services. And whereas public safety telecommunicators are the single vital link for our police officers and firefighters by monitoring their activities by radio, providing them with information and ensuring their safety. And whereas public safety telecommunicators of Mifflin County have contributed substantially to the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and treatment of patients. And whereas each dispatcher has exhibited compassion, understanding, and professionalism during the performance of their job in the past year. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, Mifflin County Commissioners, declare the week of April 12th through 18, 2026 to be National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Mifflin County, in honor of the men and women whose diligence and professionalism keep our county and citizens safe. Proclaim the 16th day of April, 26th, Commissioners Post, Coach, and Weiss.
Motion to approve.
Second that.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? That proclamation is approved. We have this morning, Josh Pennebaker. Josh, you want to say anything relating to your crew downstairs?
I just want to thank you guys for doing the proclamation. I believe when I sent it to you in February, our call stats for the year. This year seems to be off to a fast start. We're about 2,000 calls over what we normally are. So I just
Say
want
that
to,
again, you have 2,000 calls more than what you are normally at this time.
yeah, I checked yesterday, it's like 2,000 more than previous year at this time.
Are you fully staffed?
We have one in training, but once he is released, we are fully staffed full time.
Thank you, Josh. We're going to take a brief recess. Get it to.
I wrote it down.
There you go. Kathy, you should make Barb start.
Yes. It goes over.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna next change the agenda just a bit, because of scheduling constraints. We're going to go down to number F, which is the indigent grant application. This starts July first through June 30th, 2026. We have public defender to explain it to
Good morning, thank you. I think an email was sent out, providing a change, to what I had given you previously. That change was made at your request. It's item 1, grant admin. During our discussion, there was a request to see if we were maximizing what we could with the grant admin expense. We reviewed that again and modification was made. The amount for those costs and for their benefits under benefits was increased accordingly. That money was taken from, I believe, computer IT software in order to maximize our spending and assist the county there. Beyond that, there aren't any changes to what we discussed. Are there any questions?
That change is relatively minor. It's about 1%, so it's not really substantial, so that's fine. Any questions for Sean?
Motion to approve the application.
Second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And this is for an application, so probably a contract or agreement.
It's the TMR for year 4, so it's ongoing, so
Okay.
it's not, they won't renew anything, it's just an extension.
Okay, well, thank you. It's for $110,471.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's get back to the agenda. We have a proclamation for Rothrock Week, April 19th to the 25th. This is in recognition of Dr. Joseph Rothrock, father of forestry in Pennsylvania. We're going to be presenting this proclamation on Wednesday. I believe that is the official date, Wednesday, the 22nd. At ceremony. So dispense with the reading, and again, that will be given to the group on Wednesday, April 22nd.
Make a motion to approve.
Second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you. We request for exoneration of 2023 delinquent real estate taxes related to tax services from collecting these taxes. There's a parcel where their mobile home was destroyed. Motion to exonerate.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. We have an offer of a parcel located in Lewistown Borough that's currently in the repository for sold properties. The offer is $1,000. There a motion to accept or reject that offer?
Motion to reject.
Second that motion to reject.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to reject passes. We have a settlement agreement number 2. With the Mifflin County, between the Mifflin County Planning and Development and M&J Land Acquisition. Planning Director Jim Letier will explain this to us.
Yes, good morning. This is the second settlement agreement for this application that we received for a 5,400 panel solar farm in Lane Township. The first settlement agreement provided the applicant additional time to satisfy the conditional approval from the planning commission, which expired February 24th this year. We didn't satisfy the conditions, and with discussions with Solicitor Snook and Glenn Spenicle, our solicitor for the planning commission, their recommendation was to enter into another settlement agreement, providing them additional time until February 24th of 2027 to satisfy the conditions. The planning commission approved the settlement agreement at their March 26th meeting, and I'm just asking for your authorization to allow me to sign on behalf of the planning commission. The other party has already signed the agreement.
That no additional costs or any additional costs will be borne by the developer?
No. Well, let me say this, the engineer, our county engineer is going to review for a plan that he submitted again. So the developer will have to incur those costs, whatever they are.
Okay, because it says M&J agrees to pay all future reasonable county engineering reviewing costs associated with the land development plan.
Right.
So this authorizes Solitaire to sign this agreement. Okay, I read it. Any questions, Jim?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next, we have to ratify the execution of a grant agreement with Pima for $103,227.92. This is under the state and local cybersecurity grant program for the county's detection network and also for some training to our staff. Looks like to be a new grant with Pima for $103,227. If there are any questions, we can refer them to our staff. Any questions? Now, is there a motion to approve the execution of the grant agreement?
So moved.
Second.
Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. We have a revision of the loan from $84,463 decrease to $63,172. This is a loan from the Mifflin County Revolving Loan Fund for Unipar for the purchase of equipment at its Milroy, Mifflin County location. And will authorize the county to sign applicable documents after final review by our solicitor as closing documents are put together. So again, this is a decrease of a previously approved loan down to $63,172 after it was determined that the company does not need the full amount. Okay, any questions? Not, is there a favor to approve the decrease in the loan to Unipar from our Mifflin County revolving loan?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Okay, that revision carries. We have the authorization of the County of Mifflin to execute a participation and release form for a payment. This is a settlement of $9,000. The estimate for Mifflin County would be $9,575 and direct the chair or designate to sign documents. This is a settlement from a group of companies that had distributed drugs related to opioid use, and it does not pertain to a larger settlement that the county has been receiving for a number of years, is the opioid settlement from other participating companies. So a relatively small settlement. It's a goes to counties of a certain size. The approximate amount is $9,575. We will include this in our activities relating to opioid remediation and treatment. This has to be signed by May 4th. Any questions? Not, if there a motion to execute the document.
So moved.
Those in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have a proposal from J-Way Architectural for a courthouse HVAC study for $15,900. Purpose of this is to get us started on another improvement program or project for this particular courthouse, not the historic courthouse that we have been attending to over the past few years. This will get us started, and we needed to put our financing together and funding package. I would anticipate this to be done through the summer. So this is the first initial phase of an ongoing project that will go on probably for the next 2 or 3 years. Proposal from J-Way for $15,900. Is there any are there any questions? And if not, is there a motion to proceed with the proposal for the HVAC study for the Mifflin County Courthouse?
So moved.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? That motion carries. Renewal agreement with Rochester Midland Corporation for the water management services at the courthouse and the jail. This is a 1-year agreement starting in June through May of next year. $4,987.50. This is a renewal agreement. We've been using this company to maintain, monitor, and improve our water management services at the courthouse and the jail. So this is nothing new. I believe there's a slight increase from what we are paying now, but it is reasonable. Any questions on it? Now, is there a motion to approve the renewal agreement?
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we also have a renewal agreement with a software agreement with Eagle View for GIS data for $10,000. Again, this is a renewal of an ongoing agreement. GIS data is used by many departments in the county, and we believe it is a reasonable cost. Any questions? There a motion to approve or extend the agreement with Eagle View for GIS data?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have an application for the Victims Crime Act grant. This grant starts in October, goes through September of 2027. It's for $55,380. Melissa Stewart, our Human Services Director, will explain this to us. Good morning.
This is another extension of an ongoing funding that we get each year, and it goes towards the Victim Crime Service Office.
Yeah.
To provide a variety of different services to victims of crimes. So just wanted to point out, though, that this is a reduction of 7.5% to previous years. So we did have to reduce some things in the budget to accommodate that, the reduction.
Okay, so we're under a grant agreement now, I guess, right?
Yes, it is ongoing that we get every year, and then it gets renewed, and there's nothing new was added. Nothing was fully taken away, but some items were reduced.
Okay, just this is an application. It's not the
Yes.
approval yet.
Correct.
Hopefully we'll be getting this,
Right.
right? Okay,
Would that amount go up at all, maybe all year?
As of right now, it's the trajectory is that it will be continuing to go down.
okay. I'm sorry, if you said what it was last year, I missed it. What, do you remember what it is?
Got it there. I think. I don't have.
Is it a major reduction in your,
It was 7.5%. So
Is there any indication, they give an explanation of why the grant's reducing?
that I'm not sure of. It is a federal grant, so as opposed to some of the state grants that we get, and that's one of the reasonings, but
The Victims of Crime Act.
yes,
You're gonna
1984.
take money over there.
well, as it decreased, that means the county and other counties are going to have to make a difference. If we want to continue that program.
Find other ways to provide
There are
services.
other ways of finding money. Okay, but before us today is the application for addition, for another year, starting in October for $55,380. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Okay. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Before I get on to personnel item, I have Jim Peters in the audience. Jim, do you want to say anything? I'm not, okay, because you're not on the agenda. Okay. Okay. Personnel items, we have the hiring of Jessica Henry for tax claim clerk. We have the promotion of Freddie Reedy.
Yes.
Espinal from part-time to full-time corrections officer. We have the hiring of Aiden Arnold and Scott Walter for part-time corrections officer. The transfer of Barbara Lefley from case coordinator to the human resource assistant chief clerk, that's effective at the end of the month. Hiring of Sydney Crossan for children and youth caseworker number 1, and with the hiring of Oliva Morrison for janitor. Effective May 4. Motion to approve these personnel items.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Okay, those personnel items are approved. Our agenda is complete and this meeting is adjourned.